to a steakhouse for a friend's birthday, and she ordered a steak. And the waitress goes, "How do you want your cow cooked?" I'm like, "That's a weird way to order it, but whatever." So she asked my friend, "How do you want your cow cooked?" My friend says, "I want it medium rare," or something like that. And so then I wasn't in the mood for a steak. I wanted a hamburger. I'd been craving a hamburger. So I order, the cheeseburger. And she goes, "How do you want your cow cooked?" And I kind of like awkwardly look at my friend because I was like, I feel really embarrassed. Do I point out that it's not cow? Like, hamburger is a pig. Everyone knows ham comes from pig. So I joked back. I was like, "Well, I want my pig cooked well done. You're not supposed to eat pork like uncooked. Everybody knows that. That's why
There
it's
we
always been
go.
super weird to me that people will get like red in the middle on their burgers." And so she looks back at me and she goes, "You mean your cow?" And I'm like, "I don't know how to have this conversation right now. Like, I'm not a teacher. I don't know how to educate you kindly." And I was like, "Sure, my cow." But it was so bizarre. I'm like, how do you not know? It's literally in the name. It's a hamburger. There's no hope for the world.
Okay. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, feds and degenerates, cuckolds of all ages. It's that time once again. It's time for Mild's Culture Plate. I am your host, Mild Kevin Miles, and it is May 18th, 2024, 6 o'clock p.m., and you are locked in. That's 6 p.m. Central. You are locked in right here. We've got plenty of news and viral clips for you. We have Shut Up I Can Cook in the chat over on YouTube. Folks, if you want your message on screen, feel free to just pop in and hit the chat, and I'll show your message, and I'll pour a little whiskey here, and I will give you a little toast and a shout out, as we do every week. Today I'm drinking the Four Roses Bourbon. Four Roses Bourbon. See, we got 40% alcohol by volume, so it's not going to get me super hammered, but, cheers, and welcome to Shut Up I Can Cook over on YouTube. Good seeing you. Good seeing you. Yeah, Lord, she dents. So happy. I'm a chicken, not a dude that has to deal with this. Yeah, we just try to avoid those kind of ladies. We do. Okay. Let me bring that down. So yeah, it is. Yeah, we're halfway through May. We're halfway through May. Wait, what did I do here? Did I open up another window to nothing? I got an extra tab here. Okay, so I used to live in the state of Missouri. They have some interesting politicians in the state of Missouri. Yeah, they have some interesting politicians in the state of Missouri. So we have this news story coming out of Missouri. This is kind of an interesting story I wanted to bring up just as kind of a little warm up to what we got coming. Missouri Republican Party fails to boot KKK linked candidate from a gubernatorial ticket. Judge declines to remove Daryl McClanahan, who merely claims the 1-year honorary membership in the terror group from GOP primary race. I guess they are a terror group. A long-shot Missouri gubernatorial candidate with ties to the Ku Klux Klan will stay on the Republican ticket, a judge ruled on Friday. Cole County Circuit Court Judge Cotton Walker. You can't make this shit up. The judge's name is Cotton. Denied a request by the Missouri GOP to kick out Daryl McClanahan of the August Republican primary. McClanahan's running against the Missouri Secretary of State Jay Ashcroft, the Lieutenant Governor Mike Kehoe, the State Senator Bill Eigel, and others for the GOP nomination to replace Mike Parson, who is barred by term limits from seeking re-election. Cookie over on YouTube says he belongs in the Democratic ticket, the dummy. Yeah. His lawyer, Dave Rowland, said the ruling ensures that party leaders do not have almost unlimited discretion in choosing who's going to be allowed on the primary ballot. McClanahan, who has described himself as pro-white, but denies being racist or anti-Semitic, was among nearly 280 Republican candidates who officially filed to run for office in February on what is known as Filing Day. Hundreds of candidates line up at the Secretary of State's Jefferson City office on Filing Day in Missouri, the first opportunity to officially declare candidacy. The Missouri GOP accepted his party dues but denounced him after a former state lawmaker posted photos on social media that appear to show McClanahan making a Nazi salute. McClanahan confirmed the accuracy of the photos of the St. Louis Dispatch. Cookie says she's pro-white too. You know, do you love white people? I love white people. I love black people. I love people. Ah, man. That reminds me. So hang on. Let me do something real quick.
Dear white people that are cool with black folks and don't judge nobody by their skin tone, would you be my friend? That's all I wanted to know. That's all I'm trying to find out.
Okay. So yeah, big shout out to Ron Crucial over on TikTok. I saw, unfortunately I saw this on Twitter. So anyway, so let's bring this back up. In his decision, Walker wrote the Republican Party has made it clear that it does not endorse his candidacy and it remains free to publicly disavow McClanahan and any opinions the plaintiff believes to be antithetical to his values. I'm not sure they ever intended to win this case. I think the case got filed because the Republican Party wanted to make a very big public show that they don't want to be associated with racism or anti-Semitism, and the best way they could do that was filing a case they knew was almost certain to lose. AP's emailed a request for comment to the Missouri's GOP executive director were not immediately returned on Friday, but Missouri's GOP lawmakers have said party leaders do not realize who McClanahan was when he signed up as a candidate in February. McClanahan has argued that the Missouri GOP was aware of his beliefs. He previously ran as a Republican for U.S. Senate in 2022. In a separate lawsuit against the ADL last year, McClanahan claimed the organization defamed him by calling him a white supremacist in an online post. In his lawsuit against the ADL, McClanahan described himself as a pro-white man. McClanahan wrote that he is not a member of the Ku Klux Klan. He said he merely received an honorary one-year membership in the white supremacist terrorism organization. And he said he attended a private religious Christian identity cross lighting ceremony, falsely described as cross burning. That was from The Guardian. Cross lighting ceremony, falsely described as a cross burning. Folks, I don't know. I literally don't know. Okay, so Alec Baldwin's in the news yet again because the judge is set to rule on Alec Baldwin's motion to dismiss here. A New Mexico judge next week will make a decision. This is from Reuters, by the way. New Mexico judge next week will make a decision on Alec Baldwin's request to have charges dropped against him in the shooting death of cinematographer Helena Hutchins, as the actor tries to avoid an unprecedented Hollywood manslaughter trial for an on-set death. Lawyers filed motions to dismiss the indictment, alleging prosecutorial misconduct, a failure to show the actor committed a crime, destruction of evidence during testing of the gun. We need the court to move in and check this abuse of power, Baldwin attorney Alex Spiro said during a virtual court hearing before Judge Mary Marlowe Summer on Friday, who will preside over Baldwin's case should it reach trial scheduled July 10th. During the at times contentious hearing, New Mexico State Prosecutor Carl Morrissey denied allegations from Baldwin's lawyer Luke Nikas that she hid evidence from the grand jury that indicted Baldwin in January. Morrissey also said grand jurors were presented with evidence Baldwin showed criminal negligence when he pointed the gun at Hutchins in violation of industry-wide safety rules. The actor has responsibility for the firearms once it is in their hands, Morrissey said. Okay, so this is going to be an important part here. Reuters asks, what is the chance of dismissal? Entertainment and business trial litigator Trey Lovell saw a slim chance of dismissal and said Marlowe's delay in ruling was normal. If she's inclined to deny the motion and rule for the state, she doesn't want to give the optics that she's favoring the prosecution, said Lovell, adding that he did not expect the actor to be convicted of trial if his attorneys followed the legal pathway set out in their motions. Some other criminal and trial litigator, Rachel Fizzett, said there was a minuscule chance of dismissal, and Sumner has to carefully review oral arguments as Baldwin would likely appeal any ruling against him. While Baldwin has some strong facts on his side, there is always a risk of conviction. Just ask Hannah Gutierrez, said Fizzett. Summer sentenced the armorer Hannah Gutierrez to 18 months in prison in April after a Santa Fe jury found her guilty of involuntary manslaughter for loading the live round into the reproduction Colt single-action Army revolver Baldwin was rehearsing with. Okay, and we know the rest of this, but a different news outlet, Variety, looks at this case from a different angle here. So let's look at this. A judge raises doubts about the Rust manslaughter indictment. A New Mexico judge on Friday asked a series of skeptical questions, suggesting she might decide to throw out the indictment. Baldwin is scheduled to face trial, blah, blah, blah. We already heard that. 18 months in prison. Baldwin's defense has asked Judge Mary Marlowe Summer to throw out the case. Yeah. Same thing we just heard in the other. Everything he's saying to you right now is a complete misrepresentation about what has happened. And that's what these people do. I'm not going to sit here and be called a liar. Okay, that was Morrissey, the prosecutor. The Rust case has seen a long series of prosecutorial missteps though the prosecution was able to obtain a conviction on the film's armor. Hey, we got Sangland 86 over on Rumble. Cheers and welcome. Cookie wants to see Baldwin set free. He shot a woman in the face. He should not be free. All right, so that's some of the legal news. In other legal news, this is from The Economist. Bayer wants legislative help to fight its cancer lawsuits. The maker of Roundup weed killer faces opposition from Republican and Democrat hardliners. Oh, look. That's behind a fucking paywall. Okay, well, fuck that article. Fuck you, Economist. And sorry I cussed, Cookie. From CNN Business. A Boeing whistleblower died by suicide, police investigation reveals. Now, you may have heard a couple months back, there was a Boeing whistleblower who allegedly killed himself. Now police are saying they found the suicide note, and their investigation is now complete. John Barnett died by suicide, according to a police report released on Friday. Now, this is CNN, by the way. Bringing an end to the investigation of the shocking death of a longtime employee who raised concerns about the airplane manufacturer's safety and production standards and who sued the company claiming Boeing illegally retaliated against him. Barnett was found dead in a vehicle from a self-inflicted gunshot wound March night, South Carolina. Officers been dispatched to conduct a welfare check on Barnett at a Holiday Inn when he failed to show up in a deposition in his case against Boeing. When they arrived, they found Barnett dead in the driver's seat of a truck in the parking lot. He was holding a handgun, and there was a note in the truck, police said. We didn't see any indication he would take his own life, and no one can believe it, his lawyers, Turkowitz and Knowles, said in a statement on March 12th. The Charleston police need to investigate this fully and accurately and tell the public what they found out. The Charleston Police Department on Friday concluded their investigation, saying that the coroner's office determined that Barnett had killed himself. The investigation found that Barnett was shot in the head at close range, and the weapon was found in his right hand. Oh, well, that's open and shut case. They found it in his hand. Not suspect at all. There was a notebook that showed signs he was going through a period of personal distress, according to a media release about the investigation. Sangling 86 says that's a lot of suicide, though. Yeah. And, because police, one of the first things they should do is worry about whether somebody was going through personal distress. Like, police are definitely able to make mental health diagnosis on dead people. Boeing could not immediately reach for comment. In March, the company said it was saddened by Barnett's death. And then, of course, yeah, he accused the company of several safety lapses. He hadn't seen a plane out of Charleston yet that he'd put his name on it, saying it was safe and airworthy. And of course, the door plug on 737 Max in January. So there you go. You have Boeing isn't responsible for his death. He just kind of shot himself for no reason because he was a little depressed, according to the police. Folks, speaking of air travel, so we've been covering these plus size, these airlines letting plus size influencers have free seats and such. Why not? Why not? The entitlement is off the fucking roof, right? The entitlement is through the roof. Let's just let everyone be entitled. This is from the Daily Mail. Plus size travel influencer who wants free extra seats says that an airport worker refused to push her up the jet bridge in the wheelchair because of her size. And that forced her into a walk that left her wheezing for oxygen. A plus-size travel influencer has claimed she was discriminated against by an airport employee who refused to push her because of her weight. Jaylyn Cheney, of 27 years old, recounted her experience with a wheelchair assistant on a jet bridge after a recent landing at Seattle Tacoma International. Oh, look at this. Look at this fine specimen. Look at that. My ordeal at SeaTac Airport will shock you, Cheney of Vancouver, Washington said in a TikTok. She can walk, then detailed how she requested her wheelchair assistance on a recent flight, as she always does. However, Cheney claims that when she tried to deplane the aircraft, the employee assigned to help assist her started to walk away when she realized she was supposed to help the plus-size woman and not one of the smaller passengers. Oh, we got Still Life over on YouTube. Cheers and welcome. Asking if this is a beached whale. I know apparently this is a wheelchair bound whale. Cheers and welcome. Oh man. The travel influencer said that as the employee walked away with the wheelchair, she was making comments about her size. Cheney, who previously demanded free seats for fat flyers subsidized by slimmer passengers, says the ordeal left her gasping for air. Lady, the amount of flesh sitting on top of your diaphragm has you gasping for air. You have to understand, like, they can't, like, one little girl's not going to be able to push this. You need a whole team. You need a whole moving crew. Where's two men in a truck? Oh no. Oh no. Please tell me there's. Oh, geez. Even when I told her I really needed the chair and needed her to let me sit down in it, she blatantly ignored me and kept walking. Cheney complained in the dramatic TikTok. I should have just looked at the TikTok. Why am I reading all this? Is there a TikTok link? Oh dear Lord. Oh dear Lord. Anyway, I'm not gonna belabor it. This is gonna go on and on and on. Dear Lord. Oh my Lord, look at that. By the time she let me reach the wheelchair and sit down, my lips were white, my oxygen levels had dropped, and I almost fainted. This was my first time flying without oxygen. Cookie says, Still Life's here, yikes. Yeah, Still Life's here. And Sanglant says he should have called the crane over. Yes. So speaking of wonderfully sized women, Have you folks seen the new Sports Illustrated swimsuit cover girls? We got Gail King here, you know, looking like a model. And then you have this lovely lady, Hunter McGrady, here. Just, looking like you would expect magazine swimsuit covers to look like. I'm not gonna lie, I would this one here. Not gonna lie, but I'm a degenerate, so that's not that's that's definitely not a thing to be proud of or emulate. Anyway, so this is art.
Ze explodeert 8 minuten, geloof ik. Het lijkt me een enorme opgave voor haar om daar zo te gaan zitten. Heel heftig. En ze doet het wel. Laat me zien dat ze danseres is, hoe ze beweegt. Zoals Jen, heel gracieus.
I mean, what's the old saying? What's the difference between free speech and pornography? I know it when I see it. Or, what's the difference between art and pornography? I know it when I see it. Yeah, I know it when I see it. And this is just pornography. This is literally a woman just showing her beaver for money. This is supposed to be art? The life says of vagina monologues. No, if it was talking, if there was a monologue happening here, it would be more interesting. But this is literally just a woman flashing a bunch of people. And look, even this dude, like, nobody cares. Like, nobody's stopping to stare at this woman's crotch. That must be a pretty nasty looking crotch. Okay. Okay. So folks, the big news of the week is that we finally have some debates scheduled in the presidential election. We do. We have some debates scheduled in the presidential election, and sorry, didn't mean to bring that up quite yet. We have some debates scheduled in the presidential election, and you have Biden and Trump, and then of course you have the networks all making their own kind of demands of each other. In fact, today I guess Donald Trump came out and said that he wants to challenge Joe Biden to take a drug test. Challenge Joe Biden to take a drug test before the debate to make sure he's not on Adderall or uppers. Sangland 86 says the art of pooing in a backed up public bathroom. Oh my. Oh yeah, you got to stick your legs in the air so they don't touch the ground. I love it. I love it. Anyway. And then of course you have CNN making certain qualifications for its debate candidates because the issue, and you know what, I'll let Bobby Kennedy Jr. Basically outline what CNN was asking for here.
Issues, but I think it's the polls, and they just view you as a wild card, and between them they can't decide from whom you pull more, and therefore it's easiest not to have you on that stage. Let me ask you this. Right now, you're not consistently at 15%, although you seem to be getting there, and you're not on enough ballots to get to 270 electoral votes. On that basis, is it a legitimate means of keeping you off the stage?
First of all, on all the legitimate polls, including the polls that CNN says that it's going to rely on, we do hit 15%. The polls.
Well, that's not entirely true. Not he has okay. So the polls he's talking about, the outlets that conducted the poll that CNN is demanding. In 3 of them, he has hit 15% one time, and then he's dipped back down. I think only time will tell whether or not he's at 15% as of debate time. I think, for one, it's dirty of CNN to play these fucking games, right? It is dirty of them to play these games. The Council for Presidential Debates, they're really assisting in the playing of these games, and we'll look into more of that here in just a minute. But on the other hand, once they make the criteria, like, just work your ass off and get there. This going on podcasts and making excuses like this, it's not necessarily a good look for Bobby Kennedy, in my opinion. But yeah, I do hope like hell there's some chance in hell he's going to be on that debate stage, but I seriously doubt it. Just like they kept Tulsi Gabbard off the debate stage last go round, kept so many candidates. Tulsi Gabbard had to sue. Dennis Kucinich had to sue a few years before that. That they'll just make the determination that, well, okay, we changed our mind. Not that poll. We'll use that poll. And, they'll just keep you off. Cookie says, Mild, you cussing again. I don't remember cussing, but if I did, I apologize. Bam.
Those that don't have us at 15% are asking the questions in a deceptive way that
Now that I do
suppresses
believe.
by the perceived support that we have. But the Monmouth poll, the Quinnipiac poll, CNN's own poll has me at 15% this past month. The New York Times, CNN poll, the Harvard-Harris poll, we have 6 major polls that show me at or above 15%. The other thing is I'm going to be on the ballot in 340, in enough states to get 340 electoral votes. That's one of the criteria. Neither President Trump or President Biden is going to be on the ballot in any states at that time. So I think CNN.
Okay, now I think this is kind of pulling hairs, right? So they said you got to be able to be on the ballots in states to garner enough delegates to win. So it'd be 270 electoral votes. And so he's claiming that he's going to be on the ballot in enough states by the time of the first debate. And I'll have to look up the date of the first debate again. I know it's the middle of next month at some point. I do plan on covering it here. I think it's going to be a Thursday night. So I do plan on covering that here. But anyway, so he's making the claim. Right now, I think he's on enough states to get like 150 or 250 something, but you need 270 to win, and CNN's saying that's not enough. Now, what he's arguing is that neither Biden nor Trump will technically be on those states' ballots by the middle of June, because the parties have not determined their nominees yet.
A tactical error because they basically made a criteria that President Trump and President Biden can't meet. The parties are on, and they're the presumptive nominees, but they don't have the nomination yet, so they're not going to be able to get on the ballot.
In other words, you're saying as a technical matter, the parties will be given ballot access, but they've not yet formally secured their party's nomination because there hasn't been a convention.
Yeah, I'm the only one of these 3 candidates that will qualify for that criteria. So CNN, has made criteria that I'm the only one that can qualify for it.
So again, the question then becomes, okay, well, it's obvious CNN's not going to honor that. CNN's already billing this as a debate between Trump and Biden. So then the question becomes, well, what are you going to do about it? Do you have standing to sue? And honestly, I think if you go by that criteria, if that's the criteria CNN set, and they set it in writing, I do think he has an argument that the other candidates have not secured their nomination and therefore will not be technically on a ballot by June. What date was that? June 27th. I think he's got a legal argument to make. I don't trust the courts. Just like I don't trust CNN, I don't trust the courts. The courts will just be like, well, the party has it and the party has already, they haven't formally done it, but these candidates have already participated in a primary in which they have obtained enough delegates, et cetera, et cetera. So I honestly, I don't see that going forward. But we have this story here from the Washington Examiner also about Bobby Kennedy. The CPD co-founder says Biden campaign urged CNN to promise that RFK Jr. would not participate in the debate. The Commission on Presidential Debates co-founder Frank Fahrenkopf claimed that Joe Biden's campaign urged CNN to promise they wouldn't let Bobby Jr. in regardless to its June 27th debate. Fahrenkopf implied that Kennedy could file a lawsuit given a potential violation of FEC rules. When asked if this constituted a violation, Fahrenkopf told Politico, "It could, but my lawyering days are over. I'll leave that to the lawyers on both sides, but it's an issue to certainly raise." I'm surprised when this thing went down yesterday. I said, boy, I bet Kennedy is going to file some lawsuit somewhere. The third-party candidate entered the presidential race as an independent after dropping out of the Democratic primary against Biden. Some have called Kennedy a spoiler for Biden, speculating he may draw enough votes from Trump to win the election. I don't buy that, by the way. Both candidates have escalated their attacks against Kennedy in recent months, with Trump calling him a Democrat plant and Biden currying favor among the Kennedy family, who endorsed Biden over their own family member. Kennedy announced he will meet the criteria to participate in the CNN debate before the June 20th deadline. So here's the tweet. I'm happy to report that I will meet the criteria to participate in the CNN debate before the June 20th deadline. I look forward to holding Presidents Biden and Trump accountable for their records in Atlanta on June 27th to give Americans the debate they deserve. Kennedy Shanahan 2024. He doesn't currently meet CNN's debate requirements, which state that each candidate must win at least 15% in 4 different national polls and qualify for enough state ballots to reach 270 electoral votes. CNN declined to comment on Fahrenkopf's assertion for this article. Kennedy's national polling average is 9.7 as of May. CNN had him at 13%. His campaign website says petitioning has been completed to account for 201 electoral votes so far. I've heard that's since went up a little bit. According to Fahrenkopf, only 7 states have completed their work on who can be on the ballot in the fall for a total of 110 electoral votes. He said most states don't say who's on their ballot until September 6th, making it impossible for Kennedy to fulfill the ballot requirement before the debate. Fahrenkopf speculated that Kennedy could circumvent the ballot access restriction by joining the Libertarian Party as its nominee, which would automatically grant him ballot access in every state. That would only leave the 15% polling cutoff, which third-party candidate is gaining on, but only has about a month left to meet. Trump and Biden will also meet on September 10th for an ABC debate. Both candidates were originally scheduled to debate under CPD sponsored debates, but have pulled out of them in favor of their own independent debates. So here we go. We have the CPD. Probably this Frank Fahrenkopf is just butthurt because the Commission on Presidential Debates isn't running this show. They went straight to the news outlets for this shit. So, so like I said, I will try to do some debate streams. I will definitely try to do some debate streams. We'll be covering some of that here on the show. In the meantime, let's talk about food stamps.
Just called my mom to tell her. So I just went to the grocery store and I ended up having to pay $50 out of pocket. So I'm telling her like that I have to call the food stamp people and tell them that they're not giving me enough money. So she asked me how much are they giving me. I said $500.
I had to call the food stamp people. Okay.
$100. She gonna hang up on me talking about they ain't giving you shit else because you got an infant. I don't care if I have an infant. $500 is not enough. I'm running out of food stamps within 2 weeks of me getting it. $500 is not enough. They have to go up because
look, everyone's aware grocery prices are getting fucking out of control. Grocery prices, I mean, food prices, it's almost cheaper to eat out in some areas, right? I mean, we had this whole conversation last week about McDonald's doing a new $5 meal deal. And please don't eat that shit. Please don't eat it. It's not food. But this, I mean, $500 for you and an infant. Really, $500 is not enough for you and an infant. Folks, Cookie says, please, I beg, shut food stamps down for single women unless they're widows. Yeah. $500 is not enough. Well, then maybe, just maybe, you should be supplementing that income in another way. Oh, but then they would cut your food stamps, wouldn't they? But maybe it's the right thing to do.
The cost of food has went up. The cost of groceries has went up.
Not sure what's
So sis gonna hang up on me like, girl, you know I call you for everything. Don't do that to me like that.
Oh yeah, are you asking if she's eating like Wagyu? Like she's spending all her food stamps on Wagyu beef? Yeah.
They need to give me at least $1,000.
At least $1,000. $1,000 a month for one woman and one child. And it's not even the woman we saw on the airplane story a little bit ago. It's not that woman. She's not she's definitely spending $1,000 a month on groceries. But this woman here, $1,000 a month on groceries. Fucking sus. Okay, there's that. Okay, stop sharing. Okay. Oh, folks, what do we do with these people? Okay, so you may be wondering about the title of the video. We're gonna do the title story now. So the other day we had this happen in a congressional committee hearing, and this is what 3 minutes of yes. Billdozer 74, you got a preview here. Cookie says, Lord, please, if they have a baby out of wedlock, no government assistance. Okay, so yeah, we got Billdozer 74 over on Rumble. Cheers and welcome. Good seeing you. Always nice having plenty of friends in the chat. Get her food stamps. All right, so let's follow this. Okay, so you have the secretary down here.
I'd like to know if any of the Democrats on this committee are employing Judge Merchan's daughter.
So Marjorie Taylor Greene coming out with fire. Like as soon as she gets recognized. Did any of y'all work with Judge Marchand's daughter? And of course, that doesn't sit well.
Please tell me what that has to do with Merrick Garland.
Is she a porn star?
Oh, Goldman. That's right. He's advising. Okay.
Is she a porn
He's
star?
advising who? What? Do you know what we're here for?
She's
you know we're
calling
here
people out.
about
Just
AG
a-
Garland.
I don't
point
think
of-
you
point of
know what
order.
you're here
President.
for.
Well, you
Uh-oh. So here we go. Now we have the two ladies have now zeroed fucking in on each other. Do you know what you're here for? Well, do you know what you're here for? Now, this is where everything goes off the fucking rails in such an amazing way that just is right up the alley. Shutback Cook says, Bill Dozer showed in Nick's chat his cute son, pale, adorable young boy. Yes, agreed. I haven't been in Nick's chat. I lost my account. But yes, these ladies, oh my God, these ladies. This is going to be amazing. Wait for it.
weren't talking about. I guess
I
she's still
think your
stuck in the
fake eyelashes
courtroom.
are messing up.
No,
what you're
ain't
reading.
nothing.
Hold on.
I think your fake eyelashes are messing with you.
Order, Mr. Chairman.
That's beneath
would
even
you
your
please
history.
regain
That's beneath
order
even
of
Okay, so you have this guy here saying that's beneath even you, Miss Green, and she's about to unload. Now just wait, she's about to unload. No, Bulldozer. I didn't lose my locals. I was not paying for my subscription to Nick's locals. I'm gonna remedy that sometime this weekend. But yeah, I haven't been paying for it, and I lost access to Nick's locals. Anyway, so Cookie says, fake eyelashes, knockout punch. No, there are. It gets better. It gets way better. Stay tuned because it becomes a 2-on-1 and then it becomes a 2-on-2. So, and I don't know if we have the second part because this is only a 3-minute video, but keep watching. Keep watching.
Your committee.
Order.
I do have a point of order, and I would like to move to.
Oh! Representative Ocasio-Cortez of New York has a point of order.
To take down Ms. Green's words.
Oh, she wants.
That is absolutely unacceptable. How dare you attack the physical appearance of another person?
Are your feelings hurt?
Her words.
Oh, are your feelings hurt? Here we go. Now we got AOC versus MTG.
Down.
Oh,
girl, baby girl.
Oh,
baby girl. Oh God. Could you get any more insane? Yes, you can.
Really? Don't even play,
baby girl.
We are gonna move, and we're gonna take your words down.
I second that motion.
So who will have to pay? Okay. But Ms. Green agrees to strike her words.
I believe she
Chair
apologized.
recognizes
No.
Mr. Perry. Okay, hold on. Then
Okay, now she's demanding an apology. Now wait.
after Mr. Perry's going to be recognized, then Ms. Green
I'm not
has 4 minutes and
apologizing.
21
Well,
seconds.
then
Okay,
you're
reserve
not
the right to
striking your
object.
words.
I am
Mr.
not
Perry,
apologizing.
Now let's go. Come on, guys.
Why don't you debate me?
Mr. Chairman.
You know, when Ben Shapiro told her he wanted a debate, that was catcalling. So Marjorie Taylor Greene is now catcalling Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez by asking her to debate.
The minority.
Pretty self-evident.
You're not.
Yeah, you're not.
out of order.
You don't have enough
You're out of order.
intelligence.
Chair
Oh shit! You don't have intelligence.
recognizes Mr. Perry.
Okay, move to strike
I'd like to strike those words
lady's
as well.
words.
I would like to strike
Order.
those
Lady's
as well.
words again.
That's 2 requests to strike. That's 2 requests to strike.
Oh, they cannot take the
There's
words.
another motion to strike her
Can't
words again.
take the
Please
words.
get
Okay,
your members under
here's
control.
the correct apology. Ms. Green, do you agree to unanimous consent to strike your words?
I repeat again for the second time. Yes, I'll strike
right.
my words,
That-
but I'm not
all right.
apologizing.
Without objection.
Not
Without
apologizing.
objection.
Not
Reserve
apologizing.
21 seconds.
Mr. Chair, point of order.
Who's
It's me.
Ms. Crockett?
I'm just
we
curious,
go,
just
Crockett.
to better understand your ruling. If someone on
Now remember, Crockett was the original one with the fake eyelashes. Right? She was the original one with the fake eyelashes. This is Crockett. So now we've had several points of order asking to strike Marjorie Taylor Greene's words for personal attacks.
and your ruling, if someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body, that would not be engaging in personalities, correct?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
You're lesbian. That's cool. You can be lesbian, but you don't have to hate men for it.
A what now?
Chairman, I make a motion to strike those words.
I don't think that's a
Hold on.
parliament.
Oh, see now look, if MTG see now they're demanding her words get struck. I don't know who that is. That's one of the Republicans speaking, and they didn't zoom in to see, so I could see which one it was. If you folks know which Republican woman this is talking, I don't think it's MTG and a
Vacation on what quality?
Chairman, motion to strike those
That's
words.
definitely not MTG.
We're
Is
not
that,
we're not gonna do this. Look, you guys earlier literally just
You just voted to do
Y'all did
it.
it first, so you
You
don't
just
wanna talk about
voted
it.
to do it.
Order.
I'm trying to get clarification.
Look at calm down. Calm
No,
down.
no, because this
I
is
would
what
like
y'all
to get
do.
through proceedings.
So I'm trying to
Hey,
get
Ms.
clarification.
Crockett, you're not
Y'all wanna
recognized.
play
Ms.
games.
I can't hear
Crockett.
you with your
And you
yelling.
don't want me
Calm
to be-
down.
No,
Can you please calm
don't
down?
tell me to calm down.
Calm down.
Because y'all
Please
talk
calm
noise,
down.
and then you
You're
can't
out of
take it.
control.
Because if I
Look,
come,
Chairman,
if I come in and talk shit,
So You know, if you folks aren't aware, anytime you're not able to get a word in edgewise with an African American woman, all you have to do is just continue to say, calm down, calm down, calm down. It obviously works. Look how well it's working here. Just calm down.
Did
Take a
about
break
her,
for 5
y'all
minutes.
gonna have a problem.
Chairman, Mr.
Order.
Chairman.
All right,
Sorry.
chair,
I don't know why
okay,
you're
order.
acting
Chair
like
now
that.
Okay. So that was the insanity yesterday in our Congress. Because Representative Crockett decided to wear her fake eyelashes to a committee hearing. So folks, we covered a little bit this Harrison Butker Catholic screed, this commencement address he gave, essentially telling these students, be unabashedly Catholic in the face of criticism, in the face of evil people who want you to do away with your Catholicism, and don't listen to the sinners, the feminists, and the pride people who want to take you from your Catholicism. And again, I'm not a Catholic, I'm not a Christian, I'm not super religious, but I do have a little honor in somebody sticking up for their faith. Single A6 says clicking at them also works. Yeah, work it. Work it. So, of course, the internet exploded. He wants to see women back in chains. He wants to see gay people done away with, whatever. Yeah, just every disingenuous take on things he didn't say. But now he's got the highest selling jersey in the National Football League. And of course, the feminists. Here we have Rebecca Jones on Twitter. Great. Now, any woman sees a man wearing this will know she is not safe. Well, shit. Well, shit. If that's all I had to do is wear a football jersey to keep the insane women away from me. Cookie says I am censoring her. Oh, well, no, yeah, see, yeah, because I didn't show her comment, Hood Rat in Congress. My bad. I am not censoring you, though. I'm just trying to focus on the stories a little bit while also trying to interact with chat. So yeah, I mean, congratulations to Harrison Butker. In my opinion, again, without getting too much into sports talk, in my opinion, say what you will about Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce and Isaiah Pacheco and Chris Jones. They're top tier athletes, right? Top tier athletes. But the Kansas City Chiefs owe Harrison Butker. Kansas City Chiefs fans, real Kansas City Chiefs fans, know that we owe Harrison Butker for two of those Super Bowl rings. Two of those trophies could not have been done without Harrison Butker. A huge part of the season last season, the Kansas City Chiefs offense stalled. They could not put points on the board. And every time they couldn't put points on the board, they would ask this man to march out there, kick a ball from half field, and he was nearly immaculate. His first miss of the season was against the Patriots with deflated balls. Underinflated balls. Look it up. Look it up. And those really were his only misses was then, and then there was like another miss that was just weather or some shit. This man has been the best player on the Kansas City Chiefs, and in my opinion, he should have got the team MVP. He should have got Super Bowl MVP. This man won them a Super Bowl. And for the NFL and for all these people, and now, again, Chris Jones, Kansas City Chiefs defensive lineman, Chris Jones has come out in support. Sing on A6 says, wrong click, but the right one would kill your YouTube. Oh. Okay. All right, folks. So this is another viral conversation that's happening about women 29-year-old. Why are so many 29-year-old girl boss girls from TikTok having these kinds of opinions? Asked Richard Cooper on Twitter.
Quick question. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, I am so sick and tired of just everything. Right.
Okay, congratulations. Yes, this is how all of these I'm sick of everything. So all of these people tend to brag about how they're going to therapy, right? So many of these leftists and women and feminists, just all these people brag about how much they go to therapy, how much they go to the gym, and yet TikTok becomes their therapist. They have to vent on camera. Now, granted, I do the same thing. But here's the thing: I don't go to a therapist. I go lift weights. I try to stay in a good mood. I come to Rumble and YouTube here to have fun. I don't come to vent about the stresses of my life. I don't come to YouTube and Rumble to vent about how someone fucking wronged me. Usually. I mean, every once in a while, like a couple weeks ago, I ranted about the theme parks but that's more, it's a topic that comes to mind. It's not so much me bitching about something that happened to me, right? It's just me kind of seeing interactions between people and having a philosophical response to it. Not like this chick, right? This chick, I'm personally so affected by this that I'm just sick of it. Like, hey, we got neurodivergent one over on Rumble. A little bit of whiskey left. Cheers and welcome. Good seeing you. Asking everyone to help me by hitting that thumbs up. I'll go ahead and put the banner down there for a minute. Please like and follow. We got Sanglant saying she looks much like the first sister wife from Big Love. Oh shit. What's that actress's name? Damn it. Jean Triplehorn. No, Jean Triplehorn actually, even as an older woman, looked much better than this lady, in my opinion. She kind of resembles. Yeah, she does kind of resemble her. The cheekbones, the kind of angled jaw, not square jaw like I was complaining about with the redheads, but a little bit of a jaw. All right, let's see here.
Right now, everyone is so quick to say, stop doing this, stop thinking like this, stop telling me I'm wrong.
Okay, wait. So everyone else is wrong for telling you to stop, but then your response is, well, stop telling me to stop. Ooh, boy. I'm glad I'm not a therapist.
I've literally convinced myself at this point, based on everything that everyone's telling me, my therapist, my family, my friends, that I'm just doing everything wrong. I'm healing wrong. I'm thinking wrong. I'm trained.
Your therapist is telling you you're thinking wrong and you're training wrong?
Wrong. I'm doing relationships wrong. Everything I do is fucking wrong. And I'm so sick of it. Stop comparing. It's not even about comparison. Like, I genuinely just want love in my life so badly. It's literally not about anyone else. It's just about me and what I want.
Me.
And being fucking over the fact that I don't have it. I feel like I have done so much work on myself. I have built a beautiful life for myself.
Press X to doubt. Look, there's the old saying, no one can love you unless you love yourself. So there's a point to what she's saying. I get it. And I'm trying not to hear her words in a disingenuous manner, right? But also, I am definitely a person who's a little bit codependent. I get lonely very easily. Luckily, I don't have to be lonely very often. I'm really codependent. So yeah, when I am lonely, I kind of go fucking crazy. And I can empathize with this woman in that sense. But the way she's describing this is everyone who's giving me advice is wrong, and I know what I need, and someone should just give it to me. Well, now wait a minute. Relationships are a two-way street. Neurodivergent one says Jennifer Goodwin. No, not Jennifer Goodwin. Jean Triplehorn. Jean Triplehorn. The first wife. The Jennifer Goodwin was the third one. God damn, Jennifer Goodwin was kind of cute in that. Of course, then they had to flip it to where, no, she's only 16. Even though the actress was much older than 16. They tried to flip it like, yeah, he's just a pervert dating a young girl. No, anyway. So enough about Big Love. Fuck that show. Anyway, yeah, this chick here. Let's finish this.
I'm happy with my life where I'm at, my job. I'm successful.
No. Jennifer Goodwin was the third one. Jean Triplehorn was the first one. I forget who the second chick was. God damn it. You're going to have me looking this shit up. Anyway, I said enough. Screw
I'm
it.
independent.
I'm not going to look it up.
I'm healthier than I've ever been. I take such good care of myself.
I'm independent and I take good care of myself. Okay. Well, so then, again, then the question you need to ask yourself is then what do you need out of a relationship, right? What do you need from a partner? And literally just go find a guy who can't give you anything else but that. This is the problem. This is the problem with women like this. Is you want fucking Prince Charming, right? I built this wonderful life for myself where I have enough money. I have enough self-care. I have enough food. I have enough of all of my needs are met except for this one little need to be loved and admired. And there are an endless number of men who this woman's not unattractive, right? She's kind of got look, she's kind of got the Megan Fox thumbs. She's kind of got the Megan Fox thumbs. Okay. Cookie says, thanks, Mild. These chicks aren't thinking. Yeah. I mean, you got to be thinking about thinking, as Ho-Math would say.
Truly, the only thing I'm missing in my life is someone to enjoy it with. And I'm so sick of waiting.
Okay, so then literally just go down the street, pick up a homeless dude, and start making out with him. He would fucking love you forever. Go to a fucking Magic the Gathering tournament, find the first guy who doesn't smell like dog shit, which, I'm assuming there's at least one dude at a Magic the Gathering tournament that doesn't smell like dog shit. Cookie's like, I got the toes painted white. Yeah. The white fingernail polish is kind of, a thing.
Like, when is it going to be my turn? What more do I?
Cookie, Mild, what a homeless dude. Yeah, I'm being a little facetious, right? She's saying literally all she wants is to be admired by a guy. Like all she wants to do is share all the things she built with someone who will love her. Well, if that's true, then literally go find a guy who can't give you anything else but love. Whether it be a homeless dude, whether it be a dude at a Magic the Gathering tournament, go to a damn comic book store and just hang out. Guaranteed, you will find a guy who would just fucking worship you and just say hi to him. Ask them what their favorite comic is. But no, as we saw at the beginning of the video, it's all about me, and what I mean, me. You probably couldn't take the 5 minutes to just listen to somebody talk about their self. You probably, as we addressed last week with the bear, or a week ago with the bear question, these women don't see your average men as men. We don't exist. They're ghosts. They don't exist. They're background characters in their first-person shooter story.
Have to do to fix myself before I'm just allowed to be happy, before I'm allowed to meet this universe soulmate person that God supposedly has for me? How much harder do I have to pray and manifest and wait?
Oh, now wait a minute. Wait, I got to go back and listen to that again just real quick.
Allowed to meet this universe soulmate person
Oh, universe soulmate guy that
God supposedly has for me.
picked out for her.
How
Soulmate. Okay, so this is part of your problem. This is part of your problem. Like you have perfected yourself to where your standards are so high now you have this false belief that there's some magical perfect man out there. This is your problem.
How much harder do I have to pray and manifest and wait? I feel like I'm being punished for something I didn't do. And I'm just so tired. I'm so tired. I don't expect a lot.
At least we know she's got some wrist action.
I just want
right?
love in my life so bad. I want my life partner. I just
literally go to a comic book store right now. Just
am I just supposed
I don't care
to be
that it's
alone?
raining.
Like,
Go to
that
a comic book
message
store.
That this
He
beautiful
will
life
arrive.
I built for myself, like it's just supposed
A
to be
guy
me in
will
it
worship
alone.
you.
Like I know I have my dog and I love him so much, but like I need love.
I want to know
All of
her
my
body
friends
count.
have their fiancés and their boyfriends and their husbands
Oh,
that they
so you're comparing
prioritize. Like as
yourself
far
to
as I'm
other
concerned,
women.
I've been left behind.
So after all I've done great for myself. I'm doing good. I'm going to there. Now it's I'm not doing nearly as good as the other hoes in my social circle, right? The other women are getting married, and I'm still lonely. You're comparing yourself to other people after going on for several minutes telling us how perfect your life is. And yeah, we're going way the fuck over. We're not even at Love Don't Judge yet.
And I really just want to find that person that matches my energy and wants
So yeah,
to build a
there
life.
we go. Has
with
to
me.
match her energy.
Is that so hard?
Cookie says, can't walk down the street if I dressed like I did when I was 25. Okay, we're going to bring that down. Okay, so this was actually a couple week old clip, or a couple days old, sorry. And then, of course, we had this person. Do not contact this person. We have this person saying, over half of men have willingly opted out of the dating pool entirely. No marriage, dating, or hookup. They're just out. It's fascinating to me the amount of blame placed on single women who literally say they want to be married and yet no accountability to men. So again, this is one woman hearing a woman talk and then only hearing what she wants to hear. As we diagnosed, no, this woman wants the perfect man. She wants her soulmate. And this woman's acting like, well, it should be easy, but just no men want to date. That's not true. There are lots of lonely men out there who would date a woman like that in a heartbeat. Maybe she should stop trying so hard. It's always a comparison to others. It's status. Yep. And ultimately, that's the problem, right? All my friends are dating these hot guys. And so if I get married, I want a hotter guy than who they have. That's what's fucking with her, I bet. Manifest is one of my favorite prosperity gospel flag words. Yep. Mild, can you show the anger comment these women have? That repeals men and any sane person. Oh, okay. She wants me to show this. She has anger all over. No man wants to come anywhere near that. Yeah, see, I disagree. No. Look, I was one of the guys who's like I literally impregnated a psychopath and tried to wife her up. Angry women can get guys. Angry women can get love. But it requires a certain amount of faking it till you make it. It requires a certain amount of kind of disguising the crazy for a while. And maybe that's what the chick has wrong with her. Maybe she just couldn't disguise it long enough. Anyway, so let's go to Love Don't Judge. My groom came out as trans on our honeymoon.
It's Jay. She fell in love with Raina.
I was born as...
It's Ozzy Osbourne. We have Ozzy Osbourne, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see, where's the volume? Forgot where the volume was on YouTube. Okay, so let's turn that up. Okay. I was born as
Jake. I kind of just grew up not really
Oh, yeah,
understanding
Ozzy
who I was.
The couple fell in love and got married while Raina was still living as a man. But on their honeymoon, Raina finally plucked up the courage to tell Jay how she was feeling.
And I was like, okay, why don't we take this opportunity to test the waters, see how you feel presenting as female. The waiter comes up and says, "Good evening, ladies." And the look on her face said it all.
Raina spent the next few years transitioning, with Jay as
Okay, sorry. I got to address this comment by Shut Up, I Can Cook. She won't get a good relationship. Here's the thing. Again, this is part of the issue. I've had some failed relationships. I've had some psychotic relationships. And then, even though my ex-wife and I got a divorce and it was very incompatible in the end, when I look back, I think of it as a successful, good relationship. Not every, when she says God has to send me my soulmate, sometimes your soulmate's not a permanent thing. Sometimes your soulmate could be a soulmate for a week. It could be somebody who just inspires you to be a better person for a short period of time. This idea of this permanent mating soulmate kind of stuff, it's again, it comes from our religious backgrounds here in the United States, our monogamy, and those are good things. Just because I've identified as non-monogamous, understand that I'm looking at it from the inside and out, and I'm not saying that's a good thing. But because we're monogamous, we look at this forever, right? As the goal. Forever is the goal. Don't get me wrong. Forever is the goal. We have to understand that, like, one night stands, like slaying a bunch of women or women running through guys and racking up body counts, that's not good. But being able to interact with different people and just gain experience and understanding what people bring to the table and what people don't, just being satisfied. Neurodivergent one says lesbian love.
You're lesbian. That's cool. You can be lesbian, but you don't have to hate men for it.
Okay. Sanglet says he even has the accent. Yeah, the accent. We'll just leave it at that.
at her side, and now the pair are intending to renew their vows as two women.
You're lesbian.
Like it.
That's cool. You can be lesbian, but you don't have to hate men for it.
Handsome man, your debut. Monique, we met on MySpace.
We have a lot in common.
MySpace.
Yeah, it
Holy
was just
shit.
it definitely wasn't a friendship.
Talk
thing.
about a
We
blast from the past. What is this,
had feelings for each
2006?
other pretty quick, I think.
Yeah.
Obviously, I was like, wow, handsome devil. First time I saw you. Now it's changed a bit, but
Here we are.
yeah,
Oh,
sorry.
again, that
Yeah, we
dog
got
should
married
watch
in
its
my
head.
mom's backyard in Dallas, and Ray had flown out a week prior. The day of, it was just like a whirlwind.
I had like an all black suit with, what was it, a white shirt, I think.
Oh, shit.
We can do so
Oh,
much
man,
more.
I just clicked something. Oh, my God.
We can save.
I clicked out.
This is
Damn it. Where was it?
Saying, like, I just.
It's like all black
Sorry.
suit with, what was it, a white shirt.
I clicked the wrong thing. Okay, so look, let's this person, despite their dead name, decided Raina, right? So now their friends would call them Jay and Ray. She called him or she called her Ray, even though her trans name is Raina.
Shirt, I think, and I didn't wear a tie because I didn't like them.
No, you had like a little chain.
That would not fit me now. I think that's one of the only moments I can think of where I wasn't really thinking about it at all.
Yeah, Bulldozer. Sorry about that. Yeah, I
Well,
clicked over to
on our honeymoon,
your boy
you
Zach
had
video.
come to me and told me, I just don't know how I'm feeling. I don't know what the word is for this. So we tried androgyny, we tried cross-dressing, like any and everything that we
Don't-
could.
Doesn't the community just call it
And
non-binary?
to quote Ray, it just wasn't female enough. And I was like, okay, we're not going to be around anybody that we know. So why don't we take this opportunity to test the waters, see how you feel presenting as female. So I did her makeup and I curled her hair.
We had one night where we went out for a meal.
And
You had
as
a
soon as
really
we
good
sat
time
down,
playing dress up, so
at
that
our
means
table, the waiter comes up and says, "Good evening, ladies." And the look on her face said it all. I knew before she even told me. I was like, yeah, she's trans. Like, this is it. This is
oh
it.
my god, this
I
was
think
like a
when you
toy.
kind of
This was like
understood
getting
what I
a
was
toy
saying,
on
it was
Christmas
like,
for
oh,
this
like,
chick.
Life starts now.
Nobody saw it coming.
No, like,
Because
yeah,
I think you tended to kind of try and like overcompensate on masculinity before you came off as a very man's man.
I think that's what was expected of me.
There was a lot of self-loathing.
Oh really? Oh really?
You're lesbian. That's cool. You can be lesbian, but you don't have to hate men for it.
Almost on the daily. And I mean, since coming out, that's all but just dissolved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay.
Slide this back, make adjustments, and I take most of Raina's photos for her Instagram too.
Look,
We have way too much fun with it.
Bill, I 90% agree. But if you're gonna do gay stuff, and let me be clear, don't go to extremes. But like, if you have literally a good partner who's supportive of you, and you're gonna do gay stuff, like what she said. Remember what she said. Like, your friends and family aren't here. It's just you and me. Let's try this. Now, granted, don't listen. Don't do it. Don't do it. But other things, if you're a little weirded out and a little uncomfortable with something, always have like someone there. Hopefully a sane person who can bring you back to reality afterward. But do it with someone you trust, right? Yes. Almost as bad as Haley convincing her husband to go by a different name. Yep. Cookies, what madness is Mild showing now? Yeah, she talked him into it. She wanted a new shiny thing. Yeah, but you know, if it's hard because I'm judging this from a gay trans, you know, non-masculine thing. But you know, there's dads who, you know, will play tea party with their young daughters. You know, it's embarrassing. But if you're going to do something embarrassing, do it for someone you care about and love, and do it with someone you trust. But don't go to these extremes. In my opinion, don't go to these extremes. Oh my God, we're probably going to go a full half hour extra here, folks.
9% of the people that sort of engage with my content are in my community, and some people, there is literally just black and white and like no in between. That's just part and parcel of putting yourself out there. I have to take that with a pinch of salt.
Well, yeah, because about half the people
and then just tilt your
in
shoulders
society.
towards the light. To the people who don't understand, they just don't get it. All that is a lack of knowledge. Asking questions is the best way to learn. Google is free. If you're choosing to remain ignorant on something that millions of people are experiencing, that's on you. All right, let's switch fingers. That was tough.
Oh yeah, good point,
that
Sanglam.
shoulder?
I didn't realize, like, as soon as you said that, I looked over and I didn't realize, look how big that girl is. Go back a couple. Look at that. Look how big that girl is. Holy damn.
That was Tess. See that shoulder? That looks so nice.
Yeah, like that too. Like
No ponytail today.
Looks really soft.
The pink.
Now they're wearing masks, so this must be an older video, or they're just that weird. Well, no,
Nice to meet you,
the lady's
MJ.
wearing it too, so.
We'll be looking more for Ray today.
Yeah, what's your,
Thank you, Cookie.
what's your style?
Pink, white, just quite poofy, and just like princessy, really.
We were in the car one day.
Oh, wait, are they getting another? Are they having another wedding?
Band. And you made the comment
They're
to
having
me
another
that I don't really like having a male ring anymore.
Oh,
and
God.
a light bulb went off, and I was like, "Oh my gosh! Like, why don't we just do this
I get
all
to have
over
2
again?"
weddings.
Oh, it's gonna be absolute joy, not just for her, but well, yeah, absolutely, it's just for her, just because she's
Bulldozer, you
never
got
got to experience
back
this.
there when you said, yeah, she wanted a new shiny
gonna
thing
be
check, because
yeah.
now she gets to
Definitely
relive all those
emotional.
other things a second time. All the amazing things she experienced with him before. Okay, hang on. Let's go back to that just a second. Okay, now let me do this. Okay, so now here's Ozzy Osbourne on his wedding day. Again, here's Ray here. Yeah, it's the same photo. Uh-oh, wait a minute. What the hell? Your browser has lost connection to your audio. Can you folks hear me? Can you folks hear the video? Can you folks hear that? I just got a message on my StreamYard. Let's bring it back up, see if that helps.
I didn't even think I would try one on.
Here you are.
It's just ridiculous. Yeah.
You look amazing in white.
I'm not really.
Need some tissues.
No. Okay.
Wow.
I wasn't sure how much I'd like it, but I love it now.
Neurodivergent
Yeah.
one says can't hear the video. You still
Absolutely.
can't hear it?
Yeah.
Can you still not hear it? The thing didn't pop back up when I brought it down and brought it back. Oh, audio's back. Okay, cool. All right.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like a dream come true, really.
A dream come true.
I would say this journey has definitely taught us true love conquers all.
Jay supports.
I don't know if it
just enable
conquers
me
all,
to
but
just
it
transition in a safe
definitely
environment, really, with somebody who's
definitely can
just understanding
conquer
who I am.
your self-conscious.
She's one of the funniest people I know. You're my rock, my support, everything. And I just love you a whole lot.
Yeah, but what happens in 5 years when you get bored? Like that's my question here. What happens in 5 years when redoing all the steps you've already taken in your relationship, just redoing them because now this person doesn't like their penis? What happens when that starts to get boring? That's my one concern here. Can you commit to loving each other forever when this newness, this renewed newness wears off? It's a good question. Oh yeah, Neurodivergent one says, yeah, the novelty will wear off. Yeah. All right, folks, that's gonna do it. That is gonna do it for Mild's Culture Plate today. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to do a stream. I'm gonna try to pull one off maybe Monday, maybe Thursday. Not sure, but I'll try to do an extra stream at some point this week. But we will be doing the usual Wednesday show. Wednesday stream is still a go. I'll be seeing you 6 p.m. Wednesday, same bat time, same bat channel. You will be contacting Drex for bull services. Oh, this might be one where Drex won't like the dude with the Gatorade in the corner because, yeah, creepy. Anyway, I will catch you Wednesday, same bat time, same bat channel, 6 p.m. Central, right here wherever you're watching me now, X, YouTube, and Rumble. I've decided to hold off on the attempt to stream with Rumble Studio again. I might do that for the special stream on Thursday or whatever, Monday, Thursday. I might try to play with it. So I may do like a little test stream, and then anyway, you don't need to know the making the sausage part, but just know I'm going to be trying to go back to Rumble Studio at some point. But for now, Wednesdays and Saturdays, always on X, Rumble, and YouTube. Same bat time, same bat channel. In the meantime, if you folks can do me a couple quick favors, if you're new here, please definitely click that follow button. And for everyone in the chat right now and everyone watching on demand, please click that big thumbs up or heart if you're on X. Click that like button. I really like the like button. The algorithms really like the like button. And if you're new here, please watch a second video or share me to your friends to get the word out. Till next time, which will be either Monday or Wednesday. Till next time, take care of yourselves. Take care of one another. Outlast those haters. Don't get any on you. And if you do, rub that shit in real good. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody. Good night.